everybody, it's Trucker Conroy. Welcome back to more Kirby Triple Deluxe. Last time, we almost became archers, but were saved by the bell. Good thing we didn't, because the circus was in town. We got into a fight there, and not to be an ice queen, but we were on fire. So blazing hot that we went hypernova. After that, we needed to ninja our enemy's base in order to bomb them, which crashed their party. On ice. This time, we find ourselves at the very peak of Old Odyssey. Time. That's what it is. I told you to analyze our trip through Old Odyssey and see if you could figure out the theme. The answer is time. We started out on a nice midday, then it became twilight, then we had a night through the forest, then the morning sun started rising, as we can see over this mountain, and then eventually when we made it into the snowy part of the same mountain. We ended up in nighttime again, this time with some stars in the background, some twirling galaxies. And then we've ended up here in another morning. These levels transition into one another. If you pay attention to the first and last rooms of each stage, they tie into one another and all go through one fluid 2 days of time. That's just downright cool. More so than the hat I'm wearing right now. We make it ever so closer to King Dedede. There he is. I was wondering if he'd show up. Might as well not let perfectly good flan go to waste. There's children starving in Japan or something that would love to have that. Not Japan. Whew. Abilities. I don't think Ninja's in the running for what I would want for this. Leaf is what I would recommend the strongest. The uppercut for Leaf is just the right size for what we're doing. Invulnerability on the dash attacks, range on them as well, all good. But what I want is Parasol. Guard against falling objects or take a floaty stroll through the air. You can also spray water to attack enemies or put out fires. For your grand finale, use a circus throw. We can't do that in a boss fight. This is mainly, I would call this a more defensive ability, one of only 3. It's not all that great at fighting. It's just what I personally think would be fun to have for this. Ah, he thinks he's being so cute, fluttering down. I'm not going to appreciate that at all going forward. I can just feel it. It's gonna get in my way. Our bad guy this time is Kracko, an old foe that Kirby has dealt with many a time. It seems Kracko has made Floralia part of its territory. It's being fed by a mysterious power source, so its attacks are stronger than ever before. They ain't whistling Dixie, it's a lot stronger than ever before. So there's Kirby's up attack. You have invulnerability during that. He gives you Waddle Doos to get spark ability, should you lose your copy ability. There's an air dash attack. Oh, actually. How do you do the thing? How do you do the thing? How do you do the thing? I gotta know. Side B next to an enemy. Got it. Okay. Well, we'll dash through the air. We can just barely hit him when he's above us with this regular attack. Side B. No. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. No. That was a bad time to attack. The reason why I wanted this is just because I thought it would be hilarious to beat a storm with an umbrella. This is a pretty hard fight. This is the first one that I personally lost on my first playthrough. Oh. Come on, stop doing, I want to, okay. I lost Parasol! Okay, I'm redoing this. I want to get through this with Parasol. It's hard, but I want to do it. You can tell I wanted this badly because I gave up having full health for this. I'm making it harder on myself in the long run. So the reason why I wanted to do this is to show that Parasol keeps falling out of me. No, I wanted to show Parasol, there's that circus throw I was wanting to do, provides Kirby with a shield. Can't rain on you when you got an umbrella. His lightning attacks can also be guarded by it. You're invulnerable from the top, and when you're attacking, if it's in front of you, you're invulnerable there as well. Oh, his lightning does hit through it. I guess it is made of metal, that makes sense. But we can at least guard against his rain, and that's a really fun... I said I would not appreciate it, and look what happened. I need this already. You can hurt enemies above you by just simply walking into them. What I need to be doing, a lot more than I have been, is using the invulnerability of the dash attack. That's going to be how I do it. This ability really sucks. I've never met anybody who's a fan of it. I certainly am not. It's not something that I ever willingly use. Usually I only ever use it if I'm challenging myself, or if it's something like this, where it's something really stupid that only I would ever do. I just feel so limited by it. It doesn't have good movement options. Thank you for being made of sandwich. I desperately needed it. I even have it written in my notes that I don't recommend Parasol for this and that I probably shouldn't go for it, but in the spur of the moment, I just decided I wanted it better. I stand by Leaf being a great option for... okay, the true thing... That actually saved me this time. I had invulnerability on the top and I was hitting him. Phase 2 is a lot more of a doozy. He's creating a tornado to reveal the background, which I am certain we will go to. You can hurt those drills on either side of him with a star bullet. In fact, it might be... Oh, good thing you're invulnerable during that. Okay. Gonna come out? Okay, I missed. Jeez, can anything go right for me here today? He's throwing out all sorts of stuff, including a cannon, which we want to take because... I'm sure I could have guarded it, but I need to be taking advantage of my dodge, aerial dodge more. You have the aerial dodge a la Super Smash Brothers. I don't like being in the air with this ability because of the unpredictability of that thing. Give me that back. I am doing this with Parasol, whether I like it or not. I like how he's just taking a pelting. Nope. You don't. No, you don't. You don't do that. Only I do that. Hop into the cannon. Because he's going to launch those at it. It's like I'm beating him with a wet noodle or something. None of these are hitting for any damage. I am so vulnerable so much of the time. Go, 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 yes, 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 go, 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 go. Okay, he's vulnerable during this because he's going to be too busy launching the... Oh, no, he's not. He's just going right for another attack. Go, 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 go! Coming to the foreground, coming to the foreground. Come on over, buddy. I have some interesting Kracko lore for... Oh, gosh, where is this going? Oh, God, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God. Okay, give me that. At least my ability can't fall. Going down and back up. Okay. Swooping. Swooping down again. I see your eye. Some interesting Kracko lore for you. According to Kirby Fighters Deluxe, Kracko is biologically immortal. And he keeps returning in so many Kirby games because he knows that if he's immortal, he has to win eventually, and he takes his losses to Kirby personally, obsessed with his own immortality, knowing that he will win eventually, and that day might be today. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. You know what? Screw this. I'm taking that. I'm taking the thing. I could have spat it. I should have spat out the Parasol at him. Should have done it a long time ago. Oh god, oh god. Oh my god, I won! I can't believe it! And I even... I even made fun of the Waddle Dee for good measure! Oh my god! Oh, that was a train wreck and a half, but I'm so glad that I pulled it off. Wow! May I never use Parasol ever again for any reason whatsoever. I do not like this power-up. If you like Parasol, I'd very much like to hear why, other than just it looks cute. Because this is a power-up that I've never been a fan of, and I've never met anyone who is either. Everyone I know says this is the one that they always ignore, but I swore I would use every power, and so I did. Don't worry, we haven't seen every power-up yet. I made it sound like we already had, but there's still a few more. Yeah, what I was doing before I started hyperventilating was I wanted to mention that what a sad backstory to give to your boss. Like, he's just a cloud with an eyeball. You wouldn't think he would have that. Leave it to Kirby lore to make you feel terrible for beating up all these people all the time. Before we go on, there's a few other features that I'd like to talk about. One is that boss stages, if you can believe it, are actually really good resource replenishing places. I can grab this from Waddle Dee, and if I exit, then it's still there in my inventory. I can also take any ability that I want. We'll get a new power-up soon. Very, very soon. The second thing that I want to do is go into the keychain menu for the very first time. Those keychains are obeying gravity. as I'm tilting my system. You can see the expression that's on Fainted Kirby's face normally. Don't do that! It'll show you which keychains you got. You can look at them at any time. They don't have trophy descriptions or anything. If they have a rainbow background, that means that they're a rare keychain. They can also be rotated, showing that all of them are indeed made by HAL Laboratories, just in case you needed that lore in your life. Here's Dynablade in all of her glory. Zoom in. Show that. It's a nice, relaxing place. The song is very fitting for it as well. I think 10 Kirby's might be the biggest one we have. It's the last one on the list. Additionally, play coins. I don't presently have any. I'll be right back after I shake my system up and down for 10 minutes. That was actually really hard to get 3 play coins by shaking my system up and down. It's not because I don't work out, it's because I did an arm day today, and so my arms are already really worn down. 3 play coins for a random keychain. If you don't know, play coins were a system-wide currency. Kirby himself is the gacha dispenser. Kabula! Well, that's cool. Play coins were a system-wide currency that you got for walking around with your 3DS. Every 100 steps up until 1,000 each day would get you a play coin. Some games used them, a lot more games didn't. I would say Animal Crossing New Leaf using them for the daily fortunes was probably the most famous example of them being used. It's a cool feature that I really wish would come back. But now, we carry on into, speaking of Animal Crossing, Wild Worlds. I am gonna get rid of this Parasol so hard. Is there any attack at all that we didn't see? I tried to work them all into that fight. Parasol shield, press and hold B. There, now you can see it. It's kind of cute. It makes you invulnerable from the front as opposed to the default top. Dash and B we saw. Change shield direction. Oh, okay. Well, you can make it left or right. This looks like Kirby's trying to be threatening, like he's some kind of spy who has a rifle in his umbrella and just failing miserably at it. Down B in mid-air, and then that's it. Everything else has to do with water. So there is that. That didn't even kill. That didn't even kill a regular enemy, and it had setup involved. There's the aerial version. Here's the ground version. The ground version's probably about the best combo attack that you're ever going to see this side of the Mississippi with it. Leaf, you are what I should have been using all that time. You're what I'm gonna be using for this one. After all, I have to blend in with the natives. This is a pack flower. This is the only appearance that Pack Flower's ever had in the entire franchise. Basically, it's a tougher version of Pacto, but don't worry. I understand that fabulosity is the thing that separates many species. I'm not gonna call you the same thing. There's the down attack from that. Hadn't shown that before. So we're still getting to see new things out of Leaf. The uppercut is so strong. It's just the right height to hit Kracko in his fight. The fact that you can do it while jumping, which isn't immediately obvious given that it's a plant growing out of the ground. Plants growing out of the air seem to be just as effective, and that makes it such an excellent choice for it. I don't know if you, I think maybe during that you get invulnerability, which also has help for it. That's the thing I don't like about Parasol is that it's meant to be a more defensive ability, but it's not like you get invulnerability of like any real time to write home about during any of its attacks. The aerial dash attack's about the only one, and it's not exactly easy to just keep doing that in a pinch no matter what a boss is doing to you. Oh hey, Hornhead. I'm at a type disadvantage, but that's okay. Please tell me you don't kill the key. Okay, good. No, I don't want this. Give me the leaf. Thank you. This key has been so much trouble. It's the first time I've ever actually seen him get that attack. This is the first time I'm like seeing him ever attack. Go away, I don't want this key. Uppercuts are really, 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 really good on bosses. Yeah, sure, I'll take it. Beetle's fun. And rule of thumb, if a boss ever gives an ability, take it. Would have been able to cut through this stuff with Leaf just fine. Hey, we have a peach bush. I'm from Georgia. I know how peaches grow. A watermelon bush as well. Just well versed in all the fruit. Nothing up here other than a door that's not going to be as good as the one that we had to open with a key. And for one, I want to tell you, oh, Kaboo relics. That's kind of cool. 4-1 is the ultimate keychain grinding stage. The optimal strategy is to go in here with Wing, which I believe you can get at the beginning of one of the levels in Old Odyssey. So if you don't already have it, it's really easy to get. Use your dash B attack a whole bunch, and then near the end of the level, you want to fly up so that you can be more efficient there. By doing that, exiting the level, and then using 15 play coins every single time, you will get as many keychains as you could ever want. It's a really good way of doing it. Play coins, I don't think are allowed in the speed run for Kirby Triple Deluxe, if that's what you're thinking of using it for. And the reason why I recommended it in that order is because you're only allowed to do 5 uses of play coins between stages. That was why I wanted to show that menu, just to kind of explain how it works. You're coming with me, bud. Hey, you want to hear what I'm gonna do to you? I'm gonna make you blow up a bomb. That's what I'm gonna do. You see Kirby's face during this. You think this is the face of mercy. You think I kid around. You think I do any of that? Well, we're gonna get closer. You're gyrating harder. You're gyrating harder. I'm a killer! I have internal demons, what can I say? We'll throw him up. And this is the part where I was saying that you want to go up top and throw that away. By the way, Foley's give bomb Kirby, if you're curious. There's that keychain up top. I wouldn't really say that this is cut and dry the best of all of the grinding stages. There are certain ones that are better in certain circumstances, like having street passes. If you have street passes, there's more opportunities to get keychains at another level. Hi. It's coming around. Wah! Skewered him. Beat his friend to death with his body. I'll take my key. Have to do some actual platforming for once. Look at you, Kirby. Get to know what it's like in a day in the life of all of your industry competitors. That's how you win. Then... Aw, they're just mingling, having a nice... Oh, they're on a field trip! Mrs. Grandy? Do you know what... Oh, he's sleeping at the back of class. Mrs. Grandy, do you know how gravity works? Well, little boy... Ah! That was just downright cruel. You have to do that to reveal this, and then you go down here and you get rewarded with a sunstone. I am being oddly violent today when it comes to how I'm treating my enemies. I know that Kirby's never... This is the guy who has murdered hundreds of people over a slice of cake getting stolen before. But even for those standards, we've been pretty nasty to our enemies today. It's okay, we'll be better. We'll be better. I'll just merely devour them and not do it like a sadist. Oh boy. Walking around this door. Just kind of showing that it's a 2D object. Then... Nothing. Pretty boring room, actually. It just gives Archer, which we already have something that can slash. Nothing there. Down we go. I'm gonna go slamming my head on my ground because I want to. Oh. Not today. Come on. Is this death? I'm gonna have to do a ground pound to know if that's death, aren't I? Well, there's a 1 up here. Well, if I die, it's on the house. Oh, whoa! That's how we deal with that. And there's a keychain over there now. Can't get there. Can't drop down from above. Okay, I'm good. We get to see what it's like getting eaten by this thing. The enemies respawn a lot sooner than I think they will. That's been getting me hit a lot, where I just keep thinking that the enemies are not gonna come back and that I'm gonna be fine, and then never is that way. Take that, bop him in the face with him. And up here is where we gotta go. There's the wings actually hurting an enemy. I don't know if we've seen that before. Knock him right out of the sky, and then an explosive head bonk. Jump up. Wing Kirby? Yeah, sure. Or no, Beetle Kirby, sure. I haven't gotten to inhale a Waddle Doo yet. That's a pretty basic one that we haven't seen yet. So keep that in mind. Thought I was gonna hop into the foreground. Well, I had you going. That gives Spear. And then, hey, Beetle. We haven't seen Beetley in a little while. Some of you were informing me that I was kind of saying that Beedly seemed like an attempt to give Bugsy a copy ability. I meant to say give him a different copy ability. He's actually given certain abilities in the past. It's just, yeah, it's not quite, there hasn't really been a bug Kirby ability, but they already had a bug enemy who gave something else, so I think that's the reason for its creation, because it does have more than a passing resemblance to Bugsy. Like that. Seem to be stretching out my A's a lot whenever I get hit. I just need to not say words that have A in it. Hi. I am Kirby. No, I meant to say I'm Kirby. Okay. I was trying to say I'm Kirby, but in an attempt to speak slowly and carefully, I said am. Oh. Nothing to the left, nothing to the right, nothing to the left, nothing to the right. Perfect! Someone out there's keeping track of my percentage. And it's getting higher. Must be at least 5% by now. This thing is so cool, how Beetle Kirby is a combination of a Rhino Beetle and a samurai helmet. That'd be such a cool hat to be wearing in real life, especially with metallic. Sir Kibble! Bomber? I always feel like whenever I stretch out my arms to feel cool like an airplane, that's what he's getting to do every day in his life. What a living. Gold Waddle Dee. There's a theory that the Key D or Wonky or whatever you want to call it might just be a redesign of this character because it's clearly a type of Waddle Dee and it serves a very similar purpose. Don't know for sure. Only Nintendo knows what its real name is. Could possibly be the case. Keychain number 4 is Beanbon! Such a cute name for an enemy. This is your standard Goomba / Waddle Dee kind of character in Kirby Mass Attack. Love that game. Lovely. I think I liked you better when I didn't know your official name. I played Kirby Superstar, I just didn't know its name. And then we open the way to the Green River Crossing. Next time on Kirby Triple Deluxe. We'll play the worst part of Oregon Trail. See you guys then.